Well, good morning, everybody. I would like to call the September 8th, 2022 San Diego County Air Pollution Control District Hearing Board meeting to order. Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll and swear in any witnesses?
Thank you, Chair Rodriguez. Before I call the roll, I would like to note that all members are participating via teleconference, such as all votes will be taken by roll call vote. In addition, for the record, Member Spencer will not be present for today's meeting. Member Gonzalez?
Present.
Member Powers? Vice Chair Schmidt?
Present.
Chair Rodriguez?
Present.
Thank you. I would ask the following individuals to please identify yourselves for the record. Hearing Board Counsel.
Emily Helm, Senior Deputy County Counsel, Counsel for the Hearing Board.
Thank you. Air Pollution Control District staff.
Scott Nestor, Civil Actions Investigator.
Thank you. I would like to note for the record, there are no petitions before the board this morning. And I will now swear in those that are wish to provide testimony on any item on today's agenda. This includes any members of the public or APCD staff. Please turn on your video at this time and raise your right hand for the swearing in. Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you give in the matter before the hearing board is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you, Scott. Madam Chair.
Well, thank you very much, Madam Clerk. We're going to take, definitely the administrative items in the order in which they appear. But, before we begin the administrative order items, actually, could you please, Madam Clerk, let us know whether or not we have received any requests from the members of the public that wish to address the board today.
Thank you, Chair Rodriguez. We have not received any requests from members of the public to address the board under any item on this agenda. However, if there are any members of the public on the teleconference line wishing to address the board under public communications, please raise your hand now by pressing *9 or using the raise hand feature on Zoom. Seeing no hands raised, there are no members of the public wishing to provide public testimony today.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Based on the agenda, let's actually move to item B, which is the approval of minute orders for August 11th, 2022. We have received that from the clerk of the board, and they have been duly posted publicly on the website as well. Have the members of the board had an opportunity to review, and are there any comments?
I don't have any comments at this time.
Thank you. Vice Chair Schlick?
No comments.
I do not have any comments either. How about, the APCD staff? Have there any comments?
No comments. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. Well, in that case, let's now move to the approval of the August 11th, 2022 San Diego County Air Pollution Control District Hearing Board Statement of Proceedings or Minutes. Do I have a motion for approval? So moved. Do I get a second?
I'll second the motion.
Second. Well, there is a motion, by myself, and it has been seconded by Member Schlick or Vice Chair Schlick. Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Thank you, Chair Rodriguez. Member Gonzalez?
Aye.
Member Powers? Vice Chair Schlick?
Aye.
Chair Rodriguez?
Yes.
That item passes with all members present voting aye, with the exception of Member Powers and Member Spencer, who are not present for today's meeting.
And Nia, you can go ahead and let the record reflect that Member Gonzalez seconded the motion, because I think he beat me to it. So go ahead. Let's give him some credit.
Thank you, Vice Chair Schlick, for that. Okay, done.
Okay, it all depends, on how actually you receive it on this end, Vice Chair Schlick, so thank you. Well, if that's the case, then we will now open the discussion to renew the continuance of teleconferencing meeting option. Madam Clerk, could you please provide the background?
Thank you, Chair Rodriguez. Effective October 1st, 2021, AB 361 amended the Brown Act to allow suspension of the general teleconferencing requirements if there is a proclaimed state of emergency and state or local officials have imposed or recommended measures to promote social distancing. Revised teleconferencing requirements must still be met, including providing notice of the meeting as otherwise required by the Brown Act and providing an opportunity for all persons to attend and to address the legislative body directly via a call-in option or an internet-based service option. In order for this board to continue with meetings under revised teleconferencing procedures, the governing board must again adopt a resolution with required findings and adopt a resolution to renew those findings every 30 calendar days. The requested action before your board today is to adopt a resolution entitled Resolution Authorizing Continuance of Teleconferenced Public Meetings pursuant to Government Code Section 54953.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. So definitely I'm missing, Dr. Spencer today. Definitely, the member, from a medical community providing fantastic expert information on the COVID cases, and particularly in the county and the state. Definitely, if you allow me, from a public health perspective, community-wide, it has not been lifted, as of yet, even though the CDC has had many revisions, to their processes. I know that there is pretty much, that kind of a steady state, that for COVID cases in the county, as well as what I'm actually following for other counties as well in the state of California. With a new strain, newly publicized strain, I guess, not BA.5, also being fairly infectious, even though not the intensity, of the signs and symptoms, and definitely the increase, in hospitalizations, is not definitely been seen at this point in time. Nonetheless, I definitely feel, that from the public health perspective, we should continue the meeting by teleconferencing. So, that's definitely a personal opinion, which I wanted to share with you. Member Gonzalez, do you have any comments, on or suggestions, on the teleconferencing option continuance?
No, but at the same time, I feel that it's the most appropriate given the situation with COVID.
Thank you, Member Gonzalez. Vice Chair Slick.
Yes, I would agree. And it looks like we have another person that joined the meeting, so I don't know, Mia, if you want to address whether this is a member of the public or maybe is it a staff member or
Thank
Member
Thank
Schlick, if you allow me, please, so if we can actually just finish, this process, that definitely will recognize, that Vera, which I believe, is counsel, for APCD, but, so could we actually please, just, concentrate on this one? What is your position, ma'am?
So I'd like to make, so it looks like we've all made our comments about it and we're all in agreement. So I'd like to motion that we continue the teleconferencing option.
Thank you. In that case, do I get a second? Member Gonzalez, would you like to second the motion?
Yes, ma'am. I'll second the motion.
Thank you so very much. So, Madam Clerk, there's a motion by Member Schlick and then seconded by Member Gonzalez. Could you please call the roll?
Thank you, Chair Rodriguez. Member Gonzalez.
Aye.
Member Powers. Vice Chair Schlick.
Aye.
Chair Rodriguez.
Yes.
Thank you. That motion passes with all members present voting aye, with the exception of members Powers and Spencer, who are not present for today's meeting.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Just for the record, because we can definitely see, the identification of the individual who actually joined us. Ms. Tiagi, could you please identify yourself for the record?
Hi, thank you. My name is Vera Tiagi, and I am a Senior Deputy District Counsel with the County of San Diego, representing the Air Pollution Control District.
Thank you very much, Ms. Tiagi. Do you need to address, the board in any matter that we have actually discussed thus far? She's frozen a little bit. Let's see if that resolves. Just give her a second. Okay, I think, she may be connecting and reconnecting, to the
Oh,
meeting.
sorry. Can you
No
hear me?
problem. Yes,
My
we
internet
can.
connection's unstable, so I'll just stay off camera, but no, I'm just observing the meeting today. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. Well, this is the last item, administrative item on the agenda, for today's meeting. I just want to remind, the hearing board members know that in our next meeting, we will devote time to reviewing the hearing board rules. We have a very important opportunity, to update them, revise them, that is current and that it will actually carry us, for years to come. So I encourage everybody to please review and revise independently. Okay, and let us all be ready for our next meeting. Are there any other comments either from the APCD or the hearing board members?
No additional comments. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Scott. Well, if that is the case, then I thank everybody, for, your participation and for your dedication of, time and commitment, to further and improve, the air quality, in our basin. This concludes our meeting for today, and the next meeting of the APCD Hearing Board will take place on September 22nd, 2022 at 9 o'clock in the morning. Have a great week, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.